For the third day in a row, Israel has targeted high-rise buildings in Gaza City with airstrikes. This residential town is severely damaged right there, but not destroyed in today's attack. The Israeli military warned residents to leave the area before the strike. Another residential building was demolished when it was struck. The IDF says that building was being used by Hamas to observe troop movements. Gaza hospital officials say more than 70 Palestinians were killed in Israeli strikes across Gaza this weekend alone. And happening right now, CNN is learning that Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will discuss his potential plans to annex parts of the West Bank when he meets with Secretary of State Marco Rubio. That's according to Israeli sources. Earlier today, Rubio made a stop at the Western Wall in Jerusalem's Old City with Netanyahu and U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee. The visit comes just days after Israel targeted Hamas leaders with a deadly strike inside Qatar. CNN senior White House reporter Betsy Klein is with us now. Betsy, when can we expect a formal meeting between Rubio and Netanyahu and a readout from that?
That's right. Today's appearance at that very holy site of the Western Wall in the Old City of Jerusalem was really more of a photo opportunity, but all eyes on Monday, this very high-stakes meeting between Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, according to 3 Israeli sources, Netanyahu is expected to press Rubio for specifics on where the Trump administration draws the line on Israeli annexation of the West Bank. This is something that Netanyahu has been considering and weighing the size and scope of a potential annexation. So Rubio here representing the U.S. view on this matter and really walking a very challenging diplomatic tightrope. The United Arab Emirates, which has become a key U.S. ally under the Trump administration, has warned that annexation would result in a jeopardization of the Abraham Accords. And that, of course, is the president's signature 2020 foreign policy achievement. So much at stake here. And all of this comes as there has been some significant strain in the relationship between the U.S. and Israel following that decision earlier this week by Israel to target Hamas leaders in a strike inside Doha, Qatar. Privately, we have heard from Trump advisors that they are frustrated and angry about this attack and concerned that they weren't able to warn Qatari officials ahead of time or weigh in on this attack. But the president saying publicly he is, quote, not thrilled about this, while Rubio, meanwhile, is saying that the U.S. and Israel relationship remains strong. Listen.
He didn't like the way it went down. But that said, it's not going to shake. Our relationship with Israel is going to remain strong. And sometimes, things happen or come up in those relationships that perhaps you're not 100% aligned with or what have you. But it's not going to change the nature of our relationship with the Israelis.
Now, Rubio and Netanyahu are also expected to discuss Netanyahu's plans to expand his operation into Gaza. Of course, ending this conflict had been a major priority for President Trump, but a resolution so far has proven intractable. Frederica.
All right, Betsy Klein, thanks so much.